Oh, we could have camped here.
Granted, I don't come here often.
We don't need to.
When did it get this bad?
Let's see. Let's go. Let's follow this road.
You told us
If people are hungry enough.
save our crops, and now look, spoiled on the vine. Zarip's won't even touch them.
Animancy is a process. We're talking about a delicate metaphysical ecosystem.
Machines everywhere, and none of them are doing a lick of good.
Be patient and things will get better, I promise.
Oil the essence conductor coil thing. Tightened a spiritual bolt. Ripped out that garbage healing crystal. I don't know what half of this stuff does. Damn Zarbs won't even touch our crops, but they sure keep tearing into our machines. I can only patch them up so many times. Go and see the tribe to the north if you don't believe me. They're not too keen on us being there. These days, neither am I. Hello. You left a grenade right out in the open. Indestructible chickens. Nobody even flinched. It's like a normal thing. They're all used to it. That's why they leave the grenades out.
What do you mean that's all you've got? Last week you said there'd be grain.
I know what I said, but we only have so much to go around.
Are the Animancers starving as well? Or are they sipping tea?
Take it up with the governor. I don't make the rules. Go home. Lay traps in the woods and pray for game. I can't help you.
We know you're stashing the grain somewhere. Well, let's have it.
Ah, there's no stash, as I've told you before. If I had grain, I'd give it to you. I know, times are hard.
The crops are coming up wrong, miss. Flies won't even land on them.
He's like, someone
Trust me.
come help me. Okay, we better stand in line.
No
I don't want to
cutting
be
in
rude
line.
and cut in
I
front.
was here first. Another late harvest. How do they expect me to feed my family? Last season, we were lining up all the way to the river, but at least there was enough food for everyone.
Someone in town must know why this is happening.
And they haven't done a damn thing about it. Animancers are supposed to work miracles on these lands. But what good are miracles if we're starving?
I'm looking for someone in charge. Maybe they'll listen to reason.
You want to find the governor, then? Bastard's hiding in the big house on the far side of town. Animancers gave us these farms. If the harvest doesn't come, they'll be the ones who pay.
Don't be so quick to grab your torches and pitchforks.
We're not worried about biting the hand that feeds us anymore, now that we know it's empty.
An empty hand can still slap the sock out of you.
Word of advice, Outlander. Don't tarry an emerald stare. Not if you value your life.
Level up just from talking to him. Got 604 experience. Point available. I'm never sure what to put this in. We want to do attack speed, damage, health, or stamina. We're not doing magic, so we don't need to do that. Perception for critical hit chance. Range if we want to use our bow. Let's do... How are we doing on stamina? I think it's okay for now. Maybe we'll do carry capacity plus 40%. Seems like a couple times we've maxed out on our capacity, so. Oh, the total is 40%. I thought it raised it 40% more if we upgraded. Okay. So next time it'll be 50%. Thought that was a big boost. Anyway, we'll get a little more damage and increase our carry capacity. Should be good. Maybe we'll do Constitution next. I wonder what this little asterisk thing means. 4. 5. Is it like a bonus? Anyway, we're gonna do might. Yes. And we have an ability. Let's see. Constant recovery, yes. So that's good. Okay. Let's go.
Godlike.
Oh, they have spoiled food in here. They didn't hand it out before it went spoiled. So greedy with your food. Hand it out quicker, it won't spoil. What are you making? Nothing even cooking. Alright, we got sidetracked. No, I guess we didn't. We're still on the main. Now we have to go speak to the governor. Okay. Beetle. The ecosystem of living lands produces beetles of great size, adaptability, and aggression.
Ah, the Emperor's envoy. Inquisitor Ludwine said you might be heading this way.
And to who am I speaking?
Captain Alfair of the Steel Garrote. If you're here to speak with Vidaro, I'm afraid you'll find the governor is quite beyond reason. These Valians and their love of animancy.
Perhaps the diplomacy should be left to diplomats, Captain. I suppose the Valians don't like Adrians telling them their own business.
If their experiments are affecting Aedyran interests, this is our business. And when the time comes, The Steel Garrote will be ready to ensure the safety of those interests.
I think I have an idea of what you mean, Captain.
Barter for peace, prepare for war. We all have our part to play, envoy. Until later.
She's as subtle as a broadside.
Does subtle mean something different outside of Solace?
Oh, we got more bounties. Get those later.
Come one, come all. My invention is guaranteed to enlarge your essence.
Enlarge my what?
A moment of your time, my friend. Tell me, what do you know about your soul?
Why? What's wrong with it?
Nothing at all. Your soul is an ancient, wondrous thing, suffused with lifetimes of rich, delicious memory. But it's tired, my friend, heavy with the burden of generations and too weak to survive another turning of the wheel.
Whatever can be done?
Nothing. I've already done it. The moment you entered the city, I calibrated my invention to the highest setting and attuned it to your soul. So tell me, how do you feel? Better already, huh?
My soul feels lighter, as if all my worldly cares have fluttered away.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear it. From this day forward, your life will be one of bliss and satisfaction. Do remember to tell your friends about all the benefits of animancy. Enjoy your soul.
Hope
Thank
you don't
you.
start seeing other people's past lives or anything.
Yeah, we don't need your opinion.
Jota, what's the meaning of this?
Look at these crops. Look at your city. The Dreamscourge is laying waste to our home.
There is no Dreamscourge in Emerald Stair.
The land begs to differ, and I can prove it.
We can discuss this in private.
We are discussing it now.
Awkward. I'm just gonna read this note. I am offering a substantial reward to anyone who can locate the remains of Maxim Vidaro. He vanished in the wilderness of Emerald Stair 10 years ago. His journal is also missing. I will accept it as proof of discovery. Maxim was our founder, my father, and a devout Scanit. He would not have left us without good reason, so I have every reason to believe he hasn't gone far. Ignacy Vidaro. Hello.
How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dreamscourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us. Oh my goodness. Are you a godlike?
Sorry to interrupt. I'm also looking into the Dreamscourge.
In that case, you're right on time.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Tempers are high, but I don't see any assassins. Yet.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I thank you not to involve yourself in our private discussion.
Private discussion, you're arguing in the middle of town.
We have Giata to thank for that.
As you can see, I was just proving a point to our esteemed governor.
A cart full of spoiled vegetables. You call that a point?
Ha! Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for miles around, and now I don't even recognize it. First came the invasive species, roots and mycelium growing overnight, as though nature itself had gone mad. The Dreamscourge has twisted our lands, our wildlife, and now our farms.
That's why I'm here. Perhaps the Animancer can help me stop it.
Then there's no time to waste arguing with bureaucrats.
I like her already.
I believe that we can restore the land, bring back its soul and its sanity, cut off the Dreamscourge at the root. Our governor would rather ignore the problem. He doesn't trust animancy as his father did.
It's difficult to ignore dying farms once you start starving.
As usual, Giata never misses a chance to slander me. I don't ignore her concerns, only her methods.
And you still do nothing. Before we can deal with the Dreamscourge, we first need to understand it. Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through him.
Must be nice that all the arguing isn't about you, for once.
I'm just trying to stop Giata from hurting herself. Animancy is dangerous when you're shooting in the dark.
I think she knows what she's doing.
I see you're unfamiliar with animancy. Be careful with your assumptions. Are you going to tell him about your family's basement? Or should I?
How dare you use that against me?
I know it was an accident, but look what it cost you. We can't let it happen again.
While we argue among ourselves, the Dreamscourge is tearing the living lands apart. Tearing our people apart.
If we work together, I wouldn't stand between you and your ambitions. Maybe we can solve the Dreamscourge rationally. Let's cooler heads prevail. Let's work together.
Really? Unexpected from an Aedyran. But how could I refuse an offer like that? Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some time away from my duties. I'll trouble you no more.
Your request is denied, Giata.
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets a precedent that I cannot allow.
Everything I have
Whatever.
proposed has been for Fior, and you still refuse to cooperate. Under the circumstances, I don't have much of a choice.
Then neither do I. Giata Castel, from this day forth, you are banished from Fior Mesiverno.
Whoa, you're banishing her for that?
What?
Big
Ignacy,
boss.
we can't
Cares.
lose our brightest animancer in the middle of a crisis.
Your pupil has gone too far, Quilici. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town, but to us, Giata is an outcast.
To you, because you're such an ass. Fine by me, I got what I came for.
Then I trust you won't overstay your welcome.
Watch your
Governor,
back.
This is unacceptable. Your father would have kept this community together at any cost.
Don't bother, old man. He isn't his father. I've done all I can for Fior Mesiverno. But you haven't even tried. Now limp back to your giant house like a good dog. We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house due west by the workshop.
Not your house anymore, you've been banished.
another mouthful.
Kill him!
Maybe we'll need some time hunting.
I'm taking this town. Lame. Speak with Giata. Where'd she go? You left a note. She's not here. Hello? Giada's journal. Common grimoire of elements. Let's go see what the note says. Invitation to drinks. Once our patrol is over, a few of the rangers are grabbing drinks at the Bone and Boar. Would you care to join us? Of course, I understand if you're busy again. The offer still stands. It doesn't even have to be with the other rangers. It could be just between the two of us sitting and talking. Well, now I've said too much. You get the idea. Best of luck with your experiments. This crop shortage is the perfect opportunity to test my family's research, but of course I'm getting nowhere with Ignasi. He has the town wrapped around his little finger. You'd think a community of free-thinking animancers would embrace a little innovation, but no, not even to save their lives. What would Mother have done, though? I suppose I don't need to ask. Perhaps I can succeed where she failed as soon as I gather the courage to enter the lab. Someday, just not today. Why does it say to speak with her still, and that tells us to go here, but she's not here? Oh, there's another note. Giata, are you well? Ever since I moved away, I hear only rumors about what happened inside the walls of your Mess Everno, and the rumors alone are cause for concern. They say you've been starting fights with the governor, stirring unrest at the workshop, turning animancers against each other. I adore you too much to believe such nonsense, most of it anyway. But allow me to give you a word of advice. There is a pattern to this behavior, even if you think there isn't. You believe that your ambitions are being held back, so you hold them back further by alienating everyone in reach, and thus prove your own point. Trust me, I know from experience, as did your mother. Be careful that you don't hurt yourself in the crusade to be proven right. Come and visit me sometime, put aside your worries, and clear your mind. Silvo misses you. Elia. It still says to go here. Maybe it's right here.
That did not go as I had
There we go.
planned.
It was
What
downstairs.
did you think would happen when you confronted him so?
Well, my first idea was to mess up his house. Maybe break a window or two.
Perhaps I should thank you for showing restraint. My apologies, Godlike. You happened upon Fiora at an inopportune time.
I'm sorry you had to see that. What an asshole.
Giata, some manners, if you please.
Why start now?
We're on the verge of extinction, but our governor is too busy protecting his fragile ego.
He's focusing on the wrong problems, that's for certain.
What does he know? He isn't even an animancer.
You did challenge his authority.
I know, but... curses. Without Fior Misiverno, I'm hardly even an animancer. My tools, the workshop, all gone.
You're better off without the governor controlling you.
Most of us would be better off without tyrannical bureaucrats. At least now I'm free to study whatever I want. On my terms. The Dreamscourge has been a thorn in my side for too long.
Once we've cured it, what's next for you?
A good question with a good answer. For now, I shouldn't bother you with the details. I have plans for this island, and they don't involve the Dreamscourge. But that's a story for another day.
Your parents would be proud to see such tenacity.
Anyway, listen to us babble. Let's talk about you. I never expected to see an Aedyr envoy here. You've got a lot of guts showing your face in a town full of animancers.
Well, I'm looking forward to working with you.
Likewise. They should be educational for us both. Our first order of business is the Dreamscourge, but I'm also curious about you. There aren't many godlike left these days.
You think there might be a connection?
Wouldn't that be a coincidence? I only bring it up because Animancy might offer us some insight into your nature. Keep an open mind. While I pack up my belongings, you can help me by...
Bye-bye. Are you alright?
I just realized this is the end. I have to leave Fior Misiverno. Forever.
Nothing ends. Think of it as a new beginning with new friends.
Some people don't find out who they really are until they leave home.
You'll be alright. My advice, find a good tavern and learn how to prepare a squirrel over an open flame.
Maybe if I focus on what I have gained, I can learn to accept everything I've lost. When it comes to the Dreamscourge, we haven't been allowed to acknowledge the problem, much less act on a solution. Today, that changes. I need help from the animancers around town, but as you can see, I'm an outcast.
Maybe I'll have better luck.
I hope so, because we're running out of options. Manto Pastor is in the workshop due west. He's got an invention that can help us. Elia Rossell is an authority on the undead. Her methods are controversial, but useful. She lives in a cottage southeast of town. And then there's Yvette and Remy, are philosophers. You'll find them at the docks, southeast of Fjord. Each of them owes me a favor. Drop my name, and they'll tell you what they know about the Dreamscourge.